There again, I've already drained the differential this morning, and I got to split it all the way apart, and I had it sitting there dripping, and it was barely even dripping into the bucket. But as soon as you split it apart, there's a little valley in the differential, and it holds about a quart of oil, and it just goes everywhere. So anyway, it's a little aggravating there. But earlier, that clip I was telling you about, the snap ring, I already took that out because a lot of times I'll forget to take it out, and then when you go to knock the axle off, it doesn't want to come off, and you end up damaging the clip or whatever. But we got it in the point now where it's basically ready to come off of here. So let's see how this works.
Got a part from us, a dry solenoid, but still no powder. And I told him you were on the job and you would call sometime. I'll just put it on your desk. Thank you. I mean, which desk? Over here? You want
How about a phone? How about a phone? Usually you don't have to hit that many times. Usually they come off pretty easily, but like I said, I think somebody's been here before. I mean, I can kind of feel this through my gloves. It's got a little texture to it, and there again, I know this clip is already messed up in here because of the you can see the wear, the shiny part on that clip. That's why the sun gear wasn't even stuck in there all the way. I wonder it didn't have more damage than anything before, but now that the steer knuckle's off, I can tell with this one here that it's pretty wet up inside here, so this axle seal has been leaking. I don't know as far as the steer knuckle seal here. I actually call it a spindle seal, but I couldn't tell you for sure if this one was leaking much. I mean, you can see where it's kind of greasy in here, and this doesn't have any grease fittings in it from the factory, so it could have been leaking also, or maybe it was just leaking from in here so bad that it was running out. I know when I drained it this morning, I only had about a half a 5-gallon bucket, and it should be about 4 gallons in it, I believe, in the differential in the front especially. So I know it's been leaking for a while, but anyway, you just want to check the surfaces here where your bearings and your seal are dried. Same way on the back side. Now's a good time to check your universal joints, make sure everything moves good, nothing's loose, and go ahead and pull this out. And once you get your axle out, you want to check, like you did the end of it here, you want to check your splines, make sure you don't have any that are stripped or twisted. I've actually seen these where you look at them, they look perfectly fine, but as you twist it, you look and your splines will go from being dead on straight, have a curve to them where they've actually twisted. They didn't break, but they twisted, and they still pull out pretty easy, believe it or not. So that's one other thing to check. But anyway, that's about far as we can go right at the moment until I get the machine situated and get the axle back down on the floor. But once we get it back on the floor, we'll go ahead and take out the bolts on the axle housing and get the axle housing apart and so forth like that. And so we'll be back